Hey, this video is on the KX65. I've done a few videos regarding 65. This bike we've owned almost 2 years. It's several years old. However, I will say that I'm thoroughly impressed with the KX65 and how these bikes run. It is a race bike in general, so it does have some ups and downs as far as maintenance is concerned. The biggest maintenance that we've had to do to it is just make sure we keep the chain well lubricated, make sure we keep the oil and the water checked on it, and run a decent quality oil, because you're going to have to mix the gas and oil. That, just in some people's mind, is not something they won't have to deal with, but I wanted something that would rip. And I was a little worried initially how quickly he would adapt to the clutch. So I got a four-wheeler that has a clutch on it, a Yamaha Blaster. He learned on it and transitioned right this motorcycle with almost no issues. If you consider buying one of these motorcycles, just know this: if an adult gets on it, ride it, it will stand all day long on an adult because of your body weight. Smaller weight kids, at the time my kid was 9, it would spin and spin and spin and hardly will stand. Now as he's getting older, a little bigger, a little more weight, he can make it wheel stand a little bit easier. But it will absolutely rip. It has been flawless, phenomenal, and I'm thrilled to have made this purchase. If you got the ability to turn the wrench and got a few tools, torque wrench and so forth, get a service manual for something like this. I checked this thing from top to bottom for the most part and found some things out of spec when I got it, so I retorqued a lot of stuff on it, just made sure it was dialed in, and put a new seat cover on it, and that's about it. A couple clutch cables, seat cover, chain and sprockets, and after 2 years, I mean, it's been literally bulletproof almost. So if any of you are considering getting a bike of this magnitude, just note that when you read the service manual on them and different things that go on with these bikes, there are things they recommend doing, like the forks are in need of a rebuild at this time. They're both leaking, so that's something that I've got on my to-do list. And they're not maintenance free. So there's a lot of things you got to keep a check on with these bikes. And if you keep a check on it, make sure everything stays clean, such as the air filter, and run good quality gas and oil. And in this case, I put a smaller rear sprocket on it, so that would give it more top end. And you know, I didn't know if we'd race this bike or not, and so far we hadn't. But he's trail rides with it, rides motocross track with it, drag race with it on the drag race track, and I can't say enough about this machine. So if you decide to buy one, torque wrench, a few tools, a service manual which I got off of eBay, and you know, make sure the kid's wearing a helmet. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to respond. Take care.